Welcome back to another episode of Born to Talk About Sports. I am your host, Steve Bourne. Today is Thursday, December 14th, 2023. Not a lot of big news yesterday in the world of sports. A couple of significant notes. The NBA finally got something right and suspended Draymond Green indefinitely, pending assignments, including sounds like some sort of anger management and other types of therapy and requirements he has to pass until he is deemed eligible to come back. No one knows how long this could take. This could take just a couple of weeks. This could take 6 weeks. This could take the rest of the season. Won't see him back until October. But congratulations for the NBA for finally getting this right. This guy needs to be taken out of the game. Choking and then just a whack backhand like that. It's getting too much. Where players who are defending him are almost like fear like you're going into a fight with Mike Tyson, where you're going to see a trail of urine coming up and down the court when you're guarding him. So good on the NBA for doing this, and hopefully for Draymond's sake, he actually gets the help he needs to realize you cannot play this way. You have to keep your cool at all times. It's fine to get emotional. Obviously, it's the big stage and all that, but when you get a little frustrated with the opponent, you can't just knock him out. You can't give him an RKO. You can't give him a stunner. You can't do any of that. Can't get physical, especially in the NBA. It's not a physical. The rules dictate no contact. So finally, like I said, the NBA finally got something right on that. Also sticking with the NBA yesterday, Giannis Antetokounmpo, star forward for the Milwaukee Bucks, dropped 64. Not only is that a career high, that's also a franchise record for the Milwaukee Bucks franchise. So congratulations for Giannis. Apparently there was some controversy on the Pacers took a game ball and the Bucks got a game ball because a kid for the Pacers got his first career point, and Giannis is complaining that he didn't get the real one because he's Giannis and I'm more important than some rookie. Essentially, what it comes down to. I really don't have to say about that except for grow up. It's um yeah, just grow up. The the kid's probably never gonna score 5-10 points in a game or whatever. Um, yeah, let the kid have his moment. Giannis is such a good player. I highly doubt this will be the only 60-point game of his career. That being said, also in the NBA, there's got to be something done because we've got two losing streaks, or both about one's hitting 21 games, and another one's I think just hit 18 last night in San Antonio. Something's got to be done here. These franchises are, I mean, both have had winning history franchises, the Spurs and the Pistons. Pistons started off the year 2-1 and are 0-21 since. They're 2-22. The Spurs have lost 18 straight now. Um, Washington Wizards have only won one of their last, I think, like 16, 17, when they beat the Pistons. um, I mean, I think the Atlanta Hawks just lost their fifth in a row yesterday, last night to the Toronto Raptors, who also had a 4-game losing streak going into that game as well. So there's got to be something done with these franchises where either the NBA takes control of them or something, because we can't have these franchise. You can't have 20-game losing streaks in the NBA. That's a quarter of the season. Something's got to be done about that. Either get a new management team in there, because this intentional tanking. I mean, hell, the Pistons have essentially been in a rebuild mode for the most part for the last 10, 12 years. So something's got to be done. I mean, the Pistons used to be, especially in the 80s and 90s and even early 2000s when they won their last title in 04, have been a team, basically a physical team. Team relies on defense, clutch scoring. The Pistons, oh God, like I said, it's sad to see. I mean, they fired Dwayne Casey at the end of last year. They've got the kid they drafted second overall and in 2022, and just, or sorry, not 2022, 2021, just ahead of Scotty Barnes. And it's just gone complete crap. I'm sorry for their fans. You guys deserve better. You've had a long, rich history, and nothing. Going to the NHL last night. Nice comeback win for Pittsburgh to win in the 12th round of a shootout against Montreal. Probably shouldn't have gone 12 rounds. It's only Montreal. But much needed 2 points for Pittsburgh. Winnipeg had a nice little comeback against the LA Kings last night in LA. Big news with the Jets is star forward Kyle Connor, 6 to 8 weeks with they're calling a lower body injury after he took a knee on knee from Strome on Sunday night. Strome got penalized in the game, but is not facing any further discipline. And NHL Department of Player Safety is a complete freaking joke. Players are getting injured on deliberate hits. I'm going to go back to the Brad Marchand slew foot on Timothy Liljegren, broke his ankle, not even right in front of the refs, not even a 2-minute penalty. And then you got Kyle Connor on Sunday night, took a knee on knee. Luckily, there was a penalty on the play. But again, he's out 6 to 8 weeks while the other guy, Strome, not a thing. Consistency has never been player safety, especially since George Peros has taken over. Has never been a trait for him, and that's, I mean, remember a few years ago when the Rangers were actually calling for his termination on a play on a lack of discipline ruling. But Godspeed, not Godspeed, but thoughts for Kyle Connor for a healthy recovery. They're saying 6 to 8 weeks. Hopefully he's back sooner for the Jets because he is the key piece of their offense, him and Mark Scheifele. But like I said, it was a big win last night over LA after a bit of a disappointing effort, to say the least, against San Jose the night before. Well, also, going back to the Pittsburgh-Montreal game, I want to say congratulations for Sidney Crosby. Passed Mark Recchi for 13th all-time in points, and passed Patrick Marleau in career goals. I mean, Sid's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Right now, he's just stat padding. By the time he retires, he should be in the top 10 in points. He's only around 530 goals, so he has an outside shot at 600. But it's funny when you talk about Sid, I don't consider him a pure goal scorer. I consider him a playmaker who can score. But when you look at his it's like, holy crap! Especially for his goals, you don't really see Sid. Don't think of Sid as an Austin Matthews, Ovechkin, Leon Draisaitl, Pasternak type of goal scorer. But it just shows that I think sometimes it's you get almost blind to the fact that how good Sid is, and when he's healthy. I mean, he's having one of his best years of his career, and he's 36 years old, turns 37 next year. And so, as a Canadian hockey fan and just as a fan, keep it up, Sid. Keep going. Not much news yesterday. Major League Baseball free agency. Speculation that Yamamoto is meeting. For some reason, the Blue Jays are calling on him when the Jays really don't need ace starting pitching. With the new details leaked out of the Ohtani deal, that if a couple of executives of the Dodgers leave the organization, he can opt out at the end of that season. That deal just gets weirder. Apparently, there are a few, according to an article in The Athletic, there are a few executives who across Major League Baseball who are not happy with this deal. And honestly, who can blame them? Probably about 4, maybe 5 franchises in baseball can get away with some sort of defer crap. Obviously, the Mets, the Yankees, Red Sox, Dodgers, Giants, maybe the Blue Jays can afford deferred payments like $68 million when the guy's not even playing. I mean, that everyone jokes July 1st is Bobby Bonilla Day. Bonilla's only get like 1.1 every Canada Day or July 1st in the States. At the end of this Ohtani deal, dude's going to get $68 million a day, 1 day a year. not a bad deal. Not a bad deal, but I have a feeling that once the CBA ends on December 1st in 3 years, 2026, there'll be enough owners to get in Rob Manfred's ear to say no more deferred contracts. Um, yeah, like I said, with Major League Baseball, you're still in free agency, so it's a lot of rumors here and there. The only big story out of the NFL is there's a report out of a Boston newspaper. I can't say if it's the Globe or the Herald, saying that after the New England Patriots lost in Germany to the Colts, that owner Robert Kraft has decided that was it. Bill Belichick is not coming back. Now, with Bill Belichick, he has his detractors, he has his supporters. It's the thing with Bill is was he only a good coach because of Tom Brady or not? In the 4 years Brady's gone, they've made the playoffs once. They were 10-7 in 2020 with no fans in the stands, and probably got annihilated by the Buffalo Bills in the first round of the playoffs. Since then, Mac Jones has been proven that he has been a major disappointment in 3 years. He's been benched. It sounds like for the rest of the year with Billy Zappi coming in for the to do mop up duty for the rest of the year, and then Patriots are just sounds like they're going to just completely blow it up. But this is the end of an era. I mean, Bill Belichick's been with them since the late '90s. Got him 6 Super Bowls, or did Brady get him 6 Super Bowls? It's it's tough to say, really. Like I said, I mean, Bill Belichick, once he's done coaching, he's going to Canton. There's no doubt about it. I mean, he will be in the top discussion for greatest coach of all time with Tom Landry and Vince Lombardi, and hell, even Mike Tomlin and Bill Cowher. So, yeah, no. If this is it for Belichick, if he decides not to come back coaching, just flat out retires at the end of this year, congratulations on a Hall of Fame career. He will, like I said, his detractors are like with the cheating scandal, with the sign stealing. Obviously, he had nothing to do with deflating footballs or telling the equipment guys to do that. That was all on Brady. But again, with Belichick, it is like you said, it'll be the end of an era, and we won't focus on Cincinnati or Kansas City anymore. Well, actually, whoever the new Patriots coach is who comes in for next season will actually have to answer real questions. Thank you for watching, liking, subscribing. I picked up a bunch of new subscribers yesterday. Tell your friends. Let's get this show popular. Let's get it in the ears of the big publications, and we'll go from there. If you guys have any questions, you know where to get me. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, Facebook. And until next time, be safe out there, and happy holidays.